That's quite a few skinny tees. 400,000, I'm sorry, did I just say 400? 400 and then add 3 more zeros. 400,000 sets of skinny tees. That's why we're waiting and waiting and waiting for this bestseller to come back. It's here today, and it's just a nice essential. It's a building block in your wardrobe. I pretty much use my skinny tees weekly. They're always some sort of top where either I want modesty or coverage, or I want to create fun looks like I did today.
I love that.
Marianne Ahern, it's good to see you.
Gabrielle.
She had some selfie fun with me today as well.
Did.
So go to Gabrielle Kerr QVC. I'm putting those pictures up after the show.
Yay.
All right, so Marianne, let's talk about the phenomenon, what is called the skinny tee, that's been so popular. Why do ladies love the skinny tee?
Well, because it allows you to do this layering look, which is so popular right now, whether you have a top that comes down too low, you have a high-low hemline, you have something sheer, something lace. It allows you to put this layer underneath without adding a shred of bulk, because it is just this luscious layer, 8% spandex, that is just going to give your body this gentle hug and stay where you put it. You're not going to have this riding up to create a lump or a bump. You're not going to have it rolling down. It's going to be the piece that is the most well-behaved piece of clothing in your closet. And you're just going to love the feel so much, I promise, that you're going to want to wear it every day under everything.
Well, I want to let you know, it's one size fits most.
That's right.
And we have a couple different combos. So let me take you through your options, and then we'll take you on the full tour, because there's so many reasons to love the skinny tee.
That's right.
All right, so I'm actually wearing this combination, well, one of this combination. This is your denim and mallard.
Forest.
I'm sorry,
forest and denim. And you have that denim on, which we'll show you later how that's different from the navy.
Okay.
But definitely a beautiful 4 seasons of the year color combo.
Very nice. Nice way to start. And then your next combination,
that is our cranberry and charcoal.
Okay, there you go.
Absolutely beautiful.
Very good.
Again, you will wear these all year round. They're perfect, lightweight in the summer and spring, but they're also draft protectors in the fall and winter. So this is our taupe and clay.
Very
Absolutely beautiful combo.
Okay.
Here's that mallard and teal that you were talking about.
Good.
Yes, isn't that nice?
I think I'm just drawn to these like kind of peacocks and blues.
Exactly, they're beautiful.
All right, and then of course, if you've never worn a skinny tee, this black and white combo is already very popular.
We find that that's where people like to start, because who doesn't need a fresh white tee? And you'll wear the black all the time, of course.
And this is what you're wearing, Marianne.
It is, and this is another really hard-working set, that nude and blush. Again, underneath those sheer tops, a perfect layer.
Okay, and then if you want black with a different color.
That's right, black and charcoal. The charcoal is one of our most popular, so we put together the 2 most popular.
Okay.
They are really fabulous.
All right, up next.
We have our violet and, help me out, is that eggplant?
Violet this is going to be, okay, violet and eggplant.
Yeah,
you got it.
Because we have 2 that are similar, so that's violet and eggplant. There's a nice vibrancy to that violet.
And then we have
ivory and navy.
Okay, so
let's look at that the difference between that navy, and which you're holding, and the denim.
Which is what I'm wearing.
A little dustier, I think. Maybe a little bit more something in there.
This navy almost reminds me of like a deep sapphire, like a gemstone.
It's crisp and beautiful.
Saturated.
Yes.
All right, and the color
this is
of
our
the month.
Olive
color.
Olive and brown. I call that the camo set. I think that one's really great.
Well, this is our most limited set.
Oh, is it?
So this will already be last call if you like this combination. Remember, these just came back. We've been waiting on these.
And this is the mauve and blackberry. So these are a little bit more muted than what we saw with that violet and eggplant. Beautiful colors year-round. I love these deep purples for the holiday season. I just think they look regal and beautiful.
Very royal. Well, remember, you're getting 2 tanks for $34.96. If you've been waiting for these to come back, now's the time. And let's talk about the construction, because I've worn layering pieces under wrap dresses and this. And if there are seams, they create these weird lumps. This is seamless.
Seamless, so you don't have anything that's going to make any kind of mark. You don't have anything that's going to create any look under your clothing that you don't want. You just get this wonderful stretch, and that much stretch from side to side is amazing. But let's show how much stretch there is
and
up and down as well.
This is why you can create that custom layered look. Because if I've had another t-shirt, I would have to do a lot of trial and error to make sure, okay, I want it to be about 2 inches lower than the t-shirt. The skinny
and it
tee
would
is
never
right every
stay.
time.
Exactly. You put it where you want it. So if you want a little bit of modesty, you want to bring it down over your thighs, you can do that, and you'll walk, you'll get up and down, you'll run, you'll bend, and it's going to stay where you put it. So it's not something that you have to be fussing with all day long, which is really nice. And then if you are using it for modesty at the neckline, you know that it will stay there, and you will be able to reach over a desk if you need to and not feel that you're exposing anything you don't want to expose.
And you're a great example, whether it's a wrap top or a wrap dress. Sometimes, as you said, they're V-necks that just a little too low. Maybe it's not office appropriate until you put on your skinny tee.
Exactly.
And now you're ready to go into work. And I will tell you, I had on a skinny tee yesterday, had date night with the husband.
Nice.
And I had on crop leggings, and then kind of like this t-shirt, but it was just a regular length t-shirt. So my backside was out. I said to my husband, I said, is this a little too much? He's like, yeah, it's a little too much. So I just put the skinny tee on,
Perfect.
pulled it down over my bum, and so just that extra layer made it more appropriate.
Exactly.
So it wasn't too much booty coming at you.
Well, there are so many of those short tops that just really cry out for something underneath to lengthen it. If you're like me and you have a short torso, I like to elongate it with the skinny tee. It's just that illusion. So it's a fabulous, fabulous piece that will build on other pieces in your closet. You switch up the color of the skinny tee under your favorite sweater, and it's going to have a whole different look, which is what I think is really nice and economical as well.
Well, over 400,000 sets of skinny tees have been ordered here at QVC, and that is because of the fabric. It is going to have a great hand and feel to it. With that 8% spandex, it does have, I feel, a slight smoothing and shaping quality to it. It's not like shapewear in that it's going to be constrictive or uncomfortable. It's super comfortable, but it's just nice to have a little bit of a hug from my tank.
It's a hug. It will smooth out all of that business at the top of your pants if you've got belt loops and zippers and things and you just want that to lay flat. Because we have these wonderful tank straps, it's going to cover up the bra strap, smooth all of that out. And if you wear two together like I am, you might feel a little bit more control, but it's not so much that you can't breathe, that you can't move, that you can't have that extra slice of pizza or whatever.
Go for it. And speaking of eating, when we went out last night, Marianne, we had, it was date night, so the kids were with the grandparents.
Nice.
And we had eaten there previously with the kids. So I was like, the food tastes extra good. I said, is it because the kids aren't here? So my husband's new hashtag is food tastes better without the kids. So this is where, when you're going out, have a good time, you look great, you feel pulled together. We've got lots of great fashion colors that you've been waiting to come back in stock. So let me take you through your options, starting off with the forest and denim. The denim is what I have layered underneath my Isaac tee, creating that perfect layered look, and then taking you through the other options. Here's the cranberry charcoal.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful colors. You will wear those all year round.
And then this are taupe and clay. Next up is going to be your mallard and teal. Here we go, mallard and teal for you. Black and white, very popular. Great place to start, or you can never have too many.
That's true.
I mean, pretty much I always reach for the
I do have a couple sets of those.
This is what Mariana's wearing. She has this on in our blush and nude. And then black and charcoal.
Yes.
Took two of the top selling, most requested, and just put them together in a combo for you.
We're not so dumb.
You said you speak, we listen.
Exactly.
You said we want it. Eggplant and violet.
Beautiful.
So if you love the purples.
That violet is so vibrant. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And I'll tell you, this is this the violet?
Yes.
This would look great when you pair this with charcoal grays in the fall and winter.
You are so right.
So it'll look nice.
If you're lucky enough to pick up more than one set, or you will have a collection, start pairing them together. Like Gabrielle just said, it is so much fun.
And this will be your ivory and navy collection. Next up, and most limited, are olive and brown. And then our last combo will be your mauve and blackberry. And as we do get into fall and winter, not trying to push it, but you know, I wear a lot of browns, blacks, charcoals. This is a nice way to just add a little color pop. Brighten the outfit up just a little bit.
An easy way. It's not going to roll up. It's not going to add bulk. It's going to make you feel more confident because you get that gentle hug. The fabric is something that you really have to feel, to experience yourself. It's really amazing. Skinny tees are like 26 inches long.
Okay.
And they stretch and stretch and stretch. I mean, you're not going to find anything else like it.
So your tank top can turn into a tunic tank.
Practically.
And anywhere in between.
Right.
One size does fit most. $34 and change. We've been waiting for this to come back. We've got all of the colors to choose from. I'll tell you, this is a layering piece that you will get a lot of mileage out. And this fabric, that nylon spandex blend, it feels so good on, and it's just that extra little layer of control. So, Marianne, good to see you as
Thanks
always.
for having me.
All
See you
right.
soon.
Weekend of